So I've been thinking a lot about, the character Torque in Black Ops 4, and the question comes around: is he too strong? Is he overpowered? Should they, rebalance how Torque plays? So this video I'm going to talk about some of the specialists, including Torque mostly, as well as Ajax, on characters who are overpowered in terms of what the community says, but aren't overpowered in terms of what, how they might actually play if you play them a different way. Now, I'm going to refer to like a few different things when it comes to this video because I don't play Ajax or Torque as much as everybody else does. I have played Torque a bit, but not near as much as everyone else does. So I have some gameplay in here from Activision's Nuketown gameplay that they gave all their content creators. They didn't give me anything because I don't not a big content creator. I don't have enough pool to be able to receive that. But it's gonna be a mixture of my gameplay and that Nuketown gameplay. And mostly why I want to show that is because they do have someone playing Ajax in that gameplay, and they have people playing Torque in the gameplay. But the most important part of that video is the Torque gameplay because it's going to lean towards more of what I feel when it comes to Torque and how he should be played and how developers intended for him to be played. So the way Torque is played by the community is he is the camp master. He is what people use to camp their ass off in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. They set up his shield and they set up his barbed wire in locations to where they can be able to sit in a corner and be perfectly fine. Anyone who tries to come and get them out of that corner, they have to deal with that shield, have to deal with that barbed wire. And the shield is, insane to deal with. Barbed wire, insane to deal with. It takes forever to destroy those with conventional weapons. And even if you use your specialists on those, it's not like a hey one shot kill from Annihilator or one shot kill from the War Machine. That's all you need to take out those two things. No, it takes a few shots from the War Machine, a few shots from the Annihilator to deal with barbed wire and to deal with Torque's shield. So his shield and barbed wire are already crazy by themselves. They're not overpowered, but they're crazy. What's the difference? Overpowered means you can't deal with it. It's too great. It's too insane. And crazy to me just means it's hard. It's not too hard to deal with, but it's an irritation. It's like a mosquito. A mosquito isn't going to kill you unless you have get malaria or something like that. But for the most part, if the mosquitoes in your room, you swat around and that's it. It's not a big deal. That's how I feel about Torque. Torque is he's a mosquito. He's a gnat. It's an irritation to deal with his abilities, but it's not overbearing. I don't feel like it prevents me from enjoying the game. I don't feel like it prevents me from being able to have a good game. I have good games regardless of what people are doing with Torque. Now, the way I play Torque, mentioned before, is I will put his shield in front of a doorway, put his barbed wire in another doorway, and then just leave. Why? Because to me, I feel like the way he's meant to be played is to prevent people from getting to a certain location while you go do your own thing. And in the Nuketown video that they gave to their content creators, they show that. They show someone put a Torque in front of a doorway that's a very popular entrance for Nuketown, but there's no one inside that room. There's no one inside trying to use that shield to peek over and get kills. There's no one using it to camp. They just put the shield down and then they just leave. I feel like that's how the developers intended for Torque to be played. They intended for him to be someone who makes it difficult for players to get to another location. He's not meant to be this camp guy. He's not meant to be the guy you camp with. He's meant to be someone who just causes issues for a team to get to the location. So theoretically, let's just say you're playing on Arsenal and you have that one side of the map where everyone just snipes crazy at. What if you want to just cut off that map? So like say you don't want people to go on this side of the map. So you put Torch Shield on one lane so they can't go through that lane. You put his barbed wire on the other lane so they can't go through that lane. You're now cutting off that part of the map. And now you can just go run around and flank them on the left side of the map, and it's easy kills for you because they can't go right. So they have to go left because your shield and barbed wire on the right side of the map. That's how I think he's intended to play. He's intended to cut off lanes. He's not intended to be a camp heavy guy. And you can turn anyone in this game into a camper. It's not just Torque who's this magic camp guy. You can turn. I've seen it happen before. People who play on Fire Range, they'll use Nomad and just set up his mesh mines inside the trailer so people can't get so they can camp a trailer and people can't get in without going through those mesh mines. Now I've seen people camp a War Machine. I literally saw a guy who sat inside of a corner on slums and just shot War Machines out of the little broken little wall that leads to the little fountain area. So you can use anyone in the game to camp, but Torque makes it a little bit easier for you to do so. Now should they nerf Torque? I do think they should dumb down the strength of his shield. I think it kills way too fast. And I also think it should be less. They should take less shots from War Machine and other specialists to take it out. And I feel like guns make sense. It should take forever for a gun to take out his ability. But if you use a specialist ability, it shouldn't be difficult at all. It should take like 1 or 2 shots from the specialist to be able to take his shit out. So what about Ajax? I mentioned Ajax before about, is Ajax, an overpowered character? I feel like Ajax's bigger issue with its work is because to me, you have this guy who has a full body shield with a gun. So imagine you're playing Rainbow Six Siege, and you have Monty who has a full body shield, but he doesn't have a gun to use. He can use his pistol by, putting his shield down, but that opens himself up to damage. Ajax, full body shield, gun goes through the shield. He's not revealing his body to being able to be shot from the front of his character. So you say, well, go around. Easier said than done. His pistol kills pretty fast. So what I think they should do is, you know, either nerf the gun or make him move even slower. The other issue with Ajax is the 9 bang. The 9 bang to me is crazy. And it's crazy not because, how strong it is itself, but because how useless Tac Mask is. Tac Mask in the game literally says that it resistant to 9 bangs. However, if you use Tac Mask like I have, it does nothing to 9 bangs. I've used Tac Mask and I stopped using it because it doesn't work. And I've used Tac Mask before, and it's like, okay, I'm getting 9 banged, and Tac Mask is doing nothing to help me out with this at all. So what they should do when it comes to the 9 bang, don't remove it from the game. Don't nerf it. Make Tac Mask useful. I don't know if it's a bug in the game and people just don't notice it because most people don't even use Tac Mask. But when I use Tac Mask and I get 9 banged, it doesn't work. But the description says it's resistant against the 9 bang. No one really runs Tac Mask because there's no reason to run Tac Mask. No one runs the other perks because there's no reason to run those perks. Flat Jacket, who's using explosives outside of maybe battery? That's it. So you're not gonna really freaking use freaking Flat Jacket. You scared of an RC card? Like that's not a commonly used kill streak where you're gonna need Flat Jacket. So they need to make those perks better. You need to start with Tac Mask. Tac Mask needs to be 100% resistant to 9 bangs, 100% resistant to concussion grenades. That way, you make people actually want to use that. So if people are having a hard time with Ajax, they can just use Tac Mask. Make Tac Mask a good perk, and you solve the issue with a 9 bang. So about the other specialists. Are any other specialists, an issue? Because a lot of people have one of my friends, he says he hates that the specialists are a thing. They should go back to just not having them. I personally like specialists in the game. I like them in Black Ops 3. I like them in Black Ops 4. I think they're cool. I think they're interesting. I think they add an element to Call of Duty that's different from the usual Call of Duty trend. So I myself like specialists. I think they're all good. I don't think any of them are too crazy. I don't think any of them are too overbearing. Crash is good. Battery is good. Ajax is good outside of his gun being too strong. Torque is not a bad specialist. His issue, as I said before, is people play him, to be a camper, but he's not meant to be played that way. I don't think there's any specialist in this game that's too weak. I don't think there's any specialist in this game that's too strong. I think they did a good job of balancing the specialists in this game. Much like Battlefield, much like Black Ops 3, the specialists in that game were fairly balanced. But people will always find ways to complain about something, and I'll say it again. I said in my review of the game. The biggest flaw to Black Ops 4 and its specialists is not the game itself, but the community. The way the community plays the specialists will dictate whether or not you view that specialist in the way that you view it. If someone's camping with Tempest, you're going to feel like Tempest is too strong. If someone's camping with Battery, you're going to feel like Battery is too strong. And in any kind of shooter, no matter what shooter you're playing, if you're getting beat by something too much, you're going to feel like that's too strong. It doesn't matter if they're camping, it doesn't matter if they're rushing, it doesn't matter what kind of gun they're using. If you're getting beat by it too often, you're going to feel like it's too strong. And that's how people are with any kind of video game. If it's happening too often, you feel like it's too strong. You play Overwatch, if you're getting fucked up by Reaper, you feel like Reaper's too strong. If you're getting fucked up by Glass, you feel like Glass is too strong in Siege. No matter what game you're playing, if you're getting fucked up by it, you feel like it's too strong. And the same thing in Call of Duty. You feel like specialists are too strong because they're getting fucked up by it. If I didn't have to go across Nomads and Torque so often when it comes to camping, I probably wouldn't mention that at all when it comes to camping. I would probably just be like, oh, people camp in this game, and that's it. I wouldn't say Torque caters to campers. I wouldn't say Nomad caters to campers. That's just how I feel because I go across them a lot. And people who are camping in the game are usually playing those characters. But that's just me, though. So what do you guys think of the specialists in the game? Do you feel like there's anyone in the game who's too strong? How would you rebalance some of the specials in the game? Let me know those in the comment section below, guys. I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace out.